In a world where success often seems reserved for the privileged, the story of Sundar Pichai stands as powerful proof that humble beginnings, combined with curiosity, perseverance, and integrity, can lead to extraordinary achievements. From a modest two-room home in Chennai, India, to becoming the CEO of Google and Alphabet, Sundar Pichai's life journey is not just a corporate success story. It is a human story of dreams, patience, and quiet resilience. Unlike loud leaders who dominate with charisma, Pichai's leadership is marked by calm confidence, deep listening, and thoughtful decision-making. His rise reminds us that greatness does not always shout. Sometimes, it speaks softly, works steadily, and lets results do the talking. This is the inspiring story of Sundar Pichai. Chapter 1. Humble Beginnings in Chennai. Sundar Pichai was born as Pichai Sundararajan on June 10, 1972, in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, and grew up in Chennai. His father, Raghunatha Pichai, was an electrical engineer at the British multinational company GEC, and his mother, Lakshmi, was a stenographer before dedicating herself to the family. The family lived in a small two-room apartment, with no luxuries. There was no television, no car, and limited access to modern conveniences. The family even shared a common bathroom with neighbors. Yet, what the household lacked in material wealth, it made up for in values, education, and discipline. Sundar's parents believed deeply in learning. They encouraged curiosity, problem-solving, and hard work. From an early age, Sundar showed a remarkable memory and analytical ability. One famous anecdote tells how he could remember entire telephone numbers after hearing them just once, an early sign of his exceptional cognitive skills. Chapter 2. A curious mind and love for learning. As a child, Sundar was naturally curious. He loved understanding how things worked, especially machines and technology. When his family bought their first refrigerator, Sundar was fascinated. Instead of just using it, he wanted to know how it functioned internally. School teachers quickly noticed that he was different. He wasn't merely memorizing facts, he was connecting ideas. Mathematics and science became his favorite subjects, not because they were easy, but because they challenged him. Despite limited resources, Sundar excelled academically. His calm demeanor, politeness, and humility made him well-liked among classmates and teachers alike. He was not the loudest student in the room, but he was often the smartest. Chapter 3. IIT Kharagpur, the first big leap. After completing his schooling, Sundar earned admission to the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology IIT Kharagpur, one of India's most competitive engineering institutions. Getting into IIT itself is a monumental achievement, requiring immense dedication and intelligence. At IIT, Sundar studied metallurgical engineering. While this field might seem unrelated to his future career in technology, it trained him in critical thinking, problem-solving, and analytical rigor, skills that would later define his leadership style. During his time at IIT, he consistently ranked among the top students. Professors recognized his original thinking. He earned a silver medal for academic excellence. One of his professors was so impressed that he encouraged Sundar to study abroad, believing his potential deserved a global platform. Chapter 4. Crossing Oceans, Stanford University. With encouragement from mentors and the support of his family, Sundar took a life-changing step, moving to the United States to pursue a master's degree at Stanford University. For his family, this was a huge sacrifice. The cost of his flight ticket to the US reportedly exceeded his father's annual salary. It was not just a financial investment, it was an emotional leap of faith. At Stanford, Sundar studied material sciences and engineering, but more importantly, he was exposed to Silicon Valley's startup culture, cutting-edge technology, a global community of innovators. This environment expanded his worldview. He realized that technology could change lives at scale, and he wanted to be part of that transformation. Chapter 5. Expanding Skills, MBA at Wharton. Sundar understood that technical excellence alone was not enough to lead organizations. To bridge the gap between engineering and management, he pursued an MBA at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. At Wharton, he was named a Siebel Scholar, awarded to top-performing MBA students. He demonstrated leadership and strategic thinking. He balanced humility with ambition. This blend of technical depth and business insight would later become one of his greatest strengths as a leader. Chapter 6. Early Career and the Path to Google. Before joining Google, Sundar worked at Applied Materials, McKinsey & Company. At McKinsey, he gained exposure to global business strategy, corporate decision-making, and large-scale problem-solving. Yet, something was missing. Consulting was intellectually stimulating, but Sundar wanted to build products, not just advise companies. That opportunity came in 2004, when he joined a fast-growing tech company called Google. Chapter 7. Joining Google, a turning point. When Sundar Pichai joined Google, the company was innovative but still evolving. He started by working on Google Toolbar, which helped users access Google search easily. Soon, he noticed something critical. Most people used Microsoft Internet Explorer, which controlled the gateway to the internet. Sundar believed Google needed its own browser to protect innovation and user choice. This idea eventually became Google Chrome. Chapter 8. The birth of Google Chrome. Initially, the idea of building a web browser was risky. Many inside Google were unsure. Competing against Microsoft seemed daunting. But Sundar persisted. He led the Chrome project with a focus on speed, simple, clean design, strong security. When Google Chrome launched in 2008, it changed the internet forever. Today, Chrome is the most widely used web browser in the world. This success established Sundar Pichai as one of Google's most trusted leaders. Chapter 9. Rising through the ranks. After Chrome's success, Sundar's responsibilities expanded rapidly. He led major products such as Gmail, Google Maps, Google Drive, Android, Chrome OS. His leadership style stood out. Calm, not aggressive. Collaborative, not authoritarian. Data-driven, not impulsive. In 2013, Sundar Pichai became the head of Android, one of the world's largest mobile platforms. Chapter 10. Becoming CEO of Google. In 2015, Google underwent a major restructuring, creating a parent company called Alphabet Inc. Larry Page and Sergey Brin stepped back from daily operations. Sundar Pichai was appointed CEO of Google. For a boy from a modest home in Chennai, this was a historic moment, not just personally, but symbolically for millions of dreamers worldwide. Chapter 11. CEO of Alphabet, a global leader. In 2019, Sundar Pichai became the CEO of Alphabet Inc., overseeing a vast ecosystem of companies, including Google, YouTube, Waymo, DeepMind. He now leads one of the most influential technology organizations in history. Chapter 12. Leadership Style and Values. What makes Sundar Pichai unique is not just his position, but how he leads. Key qualities. Empathy. He listens deeply. Humility. He credits teams, not himself. Integrity. He emphasizes ethical responsibility. Long-term vision. He invests in sustainability, and digital inclusion. He often speaks about the responsibility of technology to improve human lives.
Not just profits. Chapter 13. Lessons from Sundar Pichai's life. Sundar Pichai's story teaches us powerful lessons. Humble beginnings do not limit big dreams. Education can change destinies. Quiet confidence is a strength. Failure and doubt are part of success. Leadership is about service, not ego. Conclusion. A beacon of hope. Sundar Pichai's journey is more than a biography. It is a message of hope. It reminds us that success does not require arrogance, privilege, or shortcuts. It requires patience, integrity, curiosity, and courage. From a small apartment in India to the helm of a global technology giant, Sundar Pichai proves that dreams, when guided by purpose and perseverance, can truly change the world.